walking around Tawanda's bridal shower freeballing was not funny to me. And the whole thing about her going into the yard so she can purposefully piss herself had me side eyeing her. I guess it was fitting because the event did look like it was ass anyway. But Trina walking around the party with a pissy pussy, looking like a lampshade, and probably smelling like a porta potty wasn't amusing or a good joke as she probably thought it was. Act your age, Trina, not your shoe size. So Tawanda was still acting upset that Tony couldn't attend the bridal shower as if this grown woman wasn't working and didn't have a life of her own. However, she was never going to be too mad to turn down a free trip. So Tony flew Trina and Tawanda out to Miami so they could attend her concert and spend some time with her since she did miss the bridal shower. It's only after they arrive in Miami that Tawanda conveniently gets sick and missed the concert. And if you ask me, I think that was done on purpose. I don't think she was sick. I think she purposely missed the concert because she knew Tony had missed several of her events. And I think that was her passive aggressive way at retaliating against Tony. Because we all know she'll never go after Tony the way she does Tamar. So after she purposefully missed the concert, Tony had something else planned for them to do. She was going to take Tawanda and Trina out on a yacht. However, when they got there, the winds were too strong, so the captain did let them know that it would be too dangerous to go out on the water. So Tawanda stepped in, and of course, she quickly had another suggestion and recommended they go to this high end restaurant instead. So at this dinner, it is Tony, Tawanda, and Trina. And of course, Dumb and Dumber are sitting there trying to play the victim, and they are bringing up the conversation of Tamar and what happened the last time they sat down and the fight that almost broke out. Of course, everything is put off on Tamar. She's painted to be this person that's just out of hand and irredeemable. And of course, Tamar's number one hater, Tawanda, has the most to say about her. She's sitting at the table saying how, she will not accept Tamar's behavior. And you would have thought that Tawanda was the one that got her wig snatched. It really should have been you, Tawanda, that got hands, feet, teeth, and whatever else laid on you. For all I care, Tamar could have went into that restaurant's bathroom, grabbed the nearest plunger, suction cupped that motherfucker to your head, and drug you through that restaurant kicking and screaming, and she still would have been right in my eyes. Tawanda's just going off. She's saying how she's been saying for years that she's not going to be putting up with that type of behavior, and she's not going to compromise her peace to have Tamar in her life. Mind you, this the bitch that's always begging. Mind you, this the bitch that has no problem with accepting money from Tamar and stealing from Tamar, but she is here really sitting on national TV implying that Tamar is disrupting her life. Imagine financially supporting your sister for years, your older sister for years, and she is the main one trying to turn not only your family, but she's also trying to sway public opinion against you by actively trying to change the narrative and get people to view you as the problem, as if she hasn't been the one using you for your money and stealing from you.
A kleptomaniac.
So for you to say, oh, I've been saying this for years, I haven't really wanted anything to do with Tamar for years, but you just once again tried to get this girl to financially support you by giving her a role in your wedding, and you're saying that you don't want her in your life because she causes drama. Tamar really just needs to let them go. You have to love people from a distance, and I know it's hard sometimes when it comes to family, but yeah, Tawanda does not mean her any good. She literally is like a little monitoring spirit, and she's also a user and an abuser. She is always going to twist the narrative against Tamar because she's jealous and she wants her life. And she can pretend and she can act like, Oh, what? Why would I be jealous of Tamar and I'm not jealous of Tony? Yes, you are. You are very much so jealous of Tony, but you are also not dumb and you are choosing to lash out at Tamar. I believe you view her as the best option out of the two because I think you know, based on Tamar's personality, that she rubs a lot of people the wrong way and people won't even give her the chance to change their mind. You know that she is the easiest target to turn people against. So that's why you're very publicly going after Tamar the way you're going after her. You chose her out of the two because you knew you can change the narrative on her. And that's a thing that you like to do, Towanda. She likes to rewrite history. She's done it when they first had the show, The Braxton Family Values. She got her title to be the responsible one, even though this bitch ain't have no job, she ain't have no income, and neither did her husband, and all of her sisters had to financially support her at one time or another. She again tried to rewrite history with Tracy's son, saying she gave him this nickname that no one else in the family knew about. She's trying to make it seem like she was closer to him than she actually was. So she has a history of doing this. Wanda is very calculated with her attacks. She's very observant and she's very smart. And it's just too damn bad that she didn't choose to use her skills and abilities to actually make her life better. You can just tell that with this show that Towanda thinks that this is her time to shine. And I just think a lot of things with Trina and Towanda seemed forced. For instance, the little confessional scene where they're going to sing the song Tony's Late. Now we know the sisters, this is something they do. They kind of like improv. But now we got a chance to see that that wasn't improv. You know, that wasn't organic. It looked to be planned by Towanda and Trina. They even did a little rehearsal, for lack of a better word, trying to make sure they sing the song in the same key and hit the same notes and stuff. So it just wasn't going to hit the same, and it's never going to hit the same because the funny moments we get from Tamar and we used to get from Tracy, you could tell that for the most part, a lot of that was organically improved. These two are trying to recreate it and it's forced and you can tell and it's not going to hit the same. So that's all I have for this video. You guys don't forget to smash that like button, drop below in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this video and what y'all thought about the latest episode of The Braxtons. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.